Here with the greats, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, and Allie LaForce, our reporter. And it'll be the Trailblazers off the tip. And 8 gets it to go. Well, Richard, these teams like to slow it down and play their half-court sets.
When you're a young player, that can be a bit frustrating, but when you're a vet, you welcome games like this where everyone can take their time.
Now, here's Green. Avdija pulls it in.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Here's Henderson. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Pass to Looney. And Looney with the slam.
Just an unselfish play from Curry, always ready to move the ball and his body to help an open shooter.
Henderson with it, and Looney picks him up defensively. Here's Kamari. That three's off the mark. Right side, Kuminga. We played just over a minute here in the first. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Blockbuster trades have become more the norm here in the NBA, Grant. Just ask Portland in 2023.
Yeah, the Trailblazers were at the center of some big moves, but that's just how it's done now. Entire teams can be restructured in the process of a single transaction.
Defensively, you have to be aware of Curry in that set.
Avdija outside. Henderson for three. It's Sharp on the wing. Drops in the three.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon. Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
And Looney with the slam.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
Henderson for three. They get the rebound. Here's Ayton. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga.
Defense has no good answer for Ayton there, so they come at the big man and foul him.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. He's off on the first. And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
And Scoot Henderson picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Back to Curry. Outside Butler. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
How talented is Butler? I mean, just so adept at carving out some space inside and converting.
To the middle. Here's Ayton. Looney grabs a miss.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Curry drives in. Off target at the rim. And so it's Avdija with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 5. Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
With his length, Ayton can easily get to the rim. In fact, he almost makes it look too easy.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Here's Curry. Earlier, Allie LaForce spoke with head coach Steve Kerr. What'd you find out, Allie?
I asked him what their biggest challenge would be defensively, and his quick answer was Scoot Henderson. He said Henderson's as explosive as they come. We can't let him get out on the break and control the pace. Their hope is to force Henderson to operate in the half-court offense, but Scoot may have other ideas, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
When Curry gets a look that's good, he is automatic. There is almost no stopping him.
And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul. 1:05 left to play in the first. To the paint. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
The Warriors lead by 4. Left side Curry. On the wing, Green. Five on the clock. And Ayton pulls it down. Blazers trail by 4. Pass to Sharp. Avdia from outside. Rebounded by Green. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Now Curry. Back to Butler. The kick out. Curry. Outside Butler. Back to Curry. Lets the 3 fly. That shot, no good. He got it up. No good there. And that does it for the first quarter. Warriors ahead, up by 4. And the second quarter about to get started.
The Trailblazers, 9.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
Well, they're off to a good start, getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle. Richard, if the 3-point shot was never introduced, how different do you think the game would be?
The offensive strategy would be very different. The game would be more physical, and it was more physical. And the main priority would be creating high percentage looks.
The burst. Man, Sharp can go from 0 to 100 in the blink of an eye.
Pass to Butler. Butler, he's too much close to the rim.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Blazers trailed by 4. Outside Sharp. Now Henderson fires the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Henderson's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Curry surveys. Butler on the wing. On the attack, JB.
And this is where Butler wants to attack you. Ground 0.
now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
Here's Curry. Oh, Curry, a magician inside.
The better shooter you are, the quicker you become. Curry makes it so hard to guard him in these little moments. He slips past the defense. That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Back to Butler. Butler takes it in. Ayton with the defensive effort. Portland trailing here. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, Coach Steve Kerr said of Jonathan Kuminga, we were trying really for a long time to get him to attack, get the ball in the paint and dunk it because he's unstoppable there. You just don't know when something's going to click, but it has clicked, and it's beautiful to see.
He has certainly found his lane, Allie. Thank you. Portland shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And it's tied up with that one. Remember when people were questioning whether the Warriors were truly a dynasty, RJ?
I do, and that was erased for good with that championship run in 2022. I still think that is Steph's most important championship. That title cemented them as one of the all-time great teams of the last 50 years.
To the inside. Second shot opportunity. Here in quarter two, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Missed inside. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Now Portland with it. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Avdia from outside. Looney grabs a miss.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Up top, Podziemski. From behind the arc. He can't get that one to fall. And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up to Portland. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Pass to Payton. Outside heel. Stolen by Sharp. Out on his own on the break. The finish. And he hammers it home to polish off the break.
That's an athletic play by Sharp, putting in the sweat to beat the other guys back on the fast break.
Podziemski's shot is good.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
And the foul called on Brandon Podziemski. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
1:02 left to play in the half. Payton with a steal.
Good instincts to read the path and get in a position to pick it off.
Pass to Podziemski. Back to Kuminga. The ball's knocked loose. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Sharp. There's 45 seconds left in the first half. Portland leading by 4. Here's Avdia. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Yeah, you see the vision from Henderson. Just a terrific facilitator.
Out of bounds. It'll be Warriors ball. .34 seconds left in the second quarter. Inside. Pass to Payton. Back to Kuminga. Outside Payton. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Kuminga. Here's Podziemski. Tries again. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Dubs.
And he drops the first. So for the Blazers.
2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. Good if it goes. And we're through the first. Half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Trailblazers leading by 4. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Outside, Green. Green, a screen. Green gets up and powers it down.
Look at how effectively Green uses his body, disrupting the defense with the screen and making some room for himself.
And when we talk about players who impact winning, Draymond Green is high on that list, RJ.
And the amazing thing, his career scoring average is in the single digits. Draymond does it with his passing and directing the defense and gives his teams energy.
Back to Podziemski. Healed up top. Shot clock at 5. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Grant outside. Out to the wing. Here's Klingon. It doesn't go for him. Warriors trail by 4. Podziemski with it. Thibault picks him up. The shot by Podziemski, no good. Pass to Klingon. Up ahead. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Grant with it. All alone. Klingon's shot is off. Hield for 3. Connects from downtown.
And that's what Hield is paid to do, stretch the floor for this offense.
Simons outside. From downtown, they get it back. Here's Klingon. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. For the tie. The shot by Podziemski, no good.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Outside for Grant. Pass to Williams. Simons outside. The 3. Warriors with the rebound. Down low. Outside, Green. Here's Curry. Offline from the high post.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
Oh, it's blocked by Green.
This is the high-impact D we expect from Green, an intelligent defender who can find these blocks.
And the Warriors miss again.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Out to Hield. Pass to Kuminga. Outside Hield. Now Curry. With the teardrop. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, Richard, with the relocations and the floor he covers, Curry is still an anomaly with his conditioning.
Oh, he's got an off-season program that would make other NBA stars tap out, including myself. His conditioning is amongst the best of all time. It wears on you as a defender.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And the Warriors making a switch here.
Make some noise once again for your Warriors dance team.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. You know, for all the accolades thrown Stephen Curry's way, Richard, I've heard you say he might be the best conditioned player ever.
Absolutely. When you think about all the ground he covers every single game, his stamina is still something that I will always be impressed with.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
The Blazers have a lot to learn. Coach Chauncey Billups said, I owe it to these players to coach them. The only way I know to do that is with honesty. It's always coming from a good place. Once you know that, then you take it with love. I lead with love. I don't lead with fear. Brian?
That's a Hall of Fame mentality, Allie. He's been in their shoes. For the lead. No good on the layup. And it's Simons with the ball for the Trailblazers. They lead by 1. And here's Grant from the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go. Grant's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Quick shooting from Grant. He gets it and takes it. It's just that easy for him sometimes.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. Pass to Curry. Here's Looney. 6 to shoot. Here's the 3. Easy money for Stephen Curry.
Yeah, most of the time you assume Curry's 3 ball is falling. That's how good he is.
Stephen Curry. Second personal foul. First team.
40 seconds left in the third quarter.
Golden State foul.
You know, I have to admire a guy like Anthony Simons. Early in his career, he was seen as undersized, but with his skill and pure athleticism, he balances the scales against bigger players, and he's become a ferocious scorer.
Now, he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Here's Butler. Outside Payton. Pass to Spencer. Butler on the wing. He's got 6. 4 on the clock. Tries to break his ice. And it's Butler with the jam.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Lets it go from deep. Gets the 3 to fall. Thibel's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Butler up top. Over Williams. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen. But it is offline. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Trailblazers.
39.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Trailblazers lead by 4. There's Simons with a 3. Another 3 for Portland.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Butler on the wing. Outside Podziemski. And it's Butler with the jam.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Pass to Ayton. Out to Simons. Left side Sharp. Back to Simons. Ayton with it. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
When Ayton is rolling, he is truly dangerous. He can just continue rolling with force all night long.
Here's Kuminga. Outside Payton. They set the pick. Pass to Butler. Out to the right wing. Here's Kuminga. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
It goes on Denny Avdia.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
That free throw good from Kuminga. Portland making a switch here.
Shots.
Both free throws good for Kuminga. Portland leading by 5. And it's Gary Payton II with a foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Now into the lineup for
Henderson for 3. Offensive rebound. Another shot. Nice touch on the bank shot. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Here's Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
With how much Draymond moves in the offensive end, Green gets a lot of dunk opportunities.
Here's Kamari. Pass to Ayton. Back to Sharp. Now here's Avdia. 5 to shoot. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
Here's Butler. And Ayton pulls it down. Trailblazers lead by 7. Pass to Sharp. The 3 is up. It's Sharp on the wing. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Outside Curry. Here's Butler. Outside Payton. 3-pointer. Sharp grabs the miss.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
And that one is hammered home.
This is first
Nice find from the big man, Ayton. I like watching this man scan the floor.
Here's Curry. The shot no good. And so it's Ayton with it. He brings it up for Portland. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That'll get him his 4th.